Listen, if you're a non-US resident, but you want to start a US business, you want to open a bank account and begin to accept payments via Stripe and PayPal, this is definitely your video. Listen, I just went through the entire process, so I'm so thrilled to show you what it looks like to apply for a US LLC, an EIN, and a business address. Now listen, on the form that you will be sent by TheITIN.com to fill in, there's something that says optional, but it aren't. Now don't you worry, because I'm going to be showing you what that is in seconds. Let's take a ride. Welcome back, and thank you so much for sticking around. Now, first things first, click that link in the description section so that you kickstart the process as I walk you through. Alright, so just after you click the link in the description section or the one that is in the comment section, this is the page that you're going to land on. It's for TheITIN.com. So what you do is you punch in your email address here and then hit subscribe. Right, when you subscribe, you can now navigate to the corner here. Of course, there will be a pop-up message like, what do you want us to do for you? You can chat with customer care by clicking the chat bubble here, right? And then you tell them what you are here for. Let them know, are you applying for the LLC? Are you applying for an ITIN? Do you want them to set up a Shopify payment for you? Do you want them to work on a PayPal account for you? Anything that you want. Do you want them to open a bank account? You will let them know. Now, after you have done all that, there'll be an email that will be sent to you. If you're applying for the US LLC, I will show you the form that you need to fill in. So after you click the link in that email that you will be sent by TheITIN.com, this is the dashboard that you're going to see, right? So you click on intake form for US company, EIN plus business address. After you click there, you actually land on this page where you will need to fill in your first name. Make sure that this is your real name. Yeah, your first name. If you have a middle name, punch it in, punch in your last name. And then in the fourth box, make sure that you indicate that the name that you have punched in as your first name, as well as the middle name and the surname, are your birth name, right? So after you're done, you simply click next, right? And after you click next, you'll come to this page where you're going to need to fill in your phone number, your email address, your home country address, and make sure that you make use of the home address. Don't make use of the postal address, because that one is likely to be flagged. The country, you indicate the zip code, then you click next. So here where it reads choose a company type, you need to click the downward pointing arrow, and you'll see LLC and another one which I've actually forgotten. But for you as a non-US resident, the most appropriate kind of business that you can actually apply for is LLC. So choose LLC. So here, after you have selected the type of a company, you will need to pick the name of the company. Now, you can have three preferences here at the bottom. Why having three preferences? It might be that the first one has been taken by someone else. So if one has been taken, they will go by the second one. That heightens chances of you pulling through successfully, right? Now, one thing which is very important here is you have to make sure that the name of the business is related to the niche. If let's say you have a YouTube channel, which you call the Crypto Streamer Elisha, you could actually pick the name of your channel combined with your name and apply them here. Now, there are some of the things that you need to avoid. Picking names that have to do with gambling or marijuana, those will actually heighten scrutiny from the IRS, and chances of you failing to get your business will be so high. So once you're done with this, you need to click next, and you will find yourself on this page. All you have to do is you click at the arrow here so as to check on the industry. If you're a live streamer, you can search for education. Yeah, education, because you educate people whenever you're live streaming. And then there'll be other options. So you need to pick an option which actually aligns with what you will be doing. Then here, they're saying if selected other, please specify. If there will be options there, but you find that none of those options fit what your business will be all about, this is where you now have to punch in what your business will be all about. Then here where it says business description, so here you simply explain what your business will be all about. Is it affiliate marketing? What services will you be offering to your clients? Then here they're saying currently generating revenue. Now listen, here you have to be very honest. If you say you're not generating any income, it doesn't mean that you're indicating failure here. You're just starting out. So all you have to do is be honest. If you're already generating money, indicate that. Then in this other box which follows, they say if yes, indicate the annual revenue. How much are you earning per year? Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you're earning pennies or you're not earning anything, just indicate what is appropriate. Then under employee count, just indicate the number of employees that you have. Once you're done with this, you can move on to the next box here, where they say US customers. For a start, since you don't have US customers yet, you can actually click no, because when you click the downward pointing arrow here, there will be two options, yes and no. You can actually go by the second one, no, not now. Once you're done, click next. All right, so here you need to punch in your website, which is optional, and then here you punch in your name, then the last name, you punch in your home address here. Then here where it says, will your company be single member or multi-member? You indicate how many will you be. If you indicate single, that will heighten chances of this application going through, and there will be less scrutiny. If you indicate that it to be a multi arrangement where you're going to have other people on board that you'll be running the business together with, listen, that will actually require that you submit passports for all the people that you'll be onboarding, all those that you'll be running the business with. Yeah, so single is much better, right? When you indicate that you'll be running this business as a single person, this will actually lift off the burden of submitting all the passports. But if it's something that you can do, you go ahead. Once you are done with everything, you will need to click here where it reads preview, and you will check through the details that you have punched in to see if you've made a mistake or if you need to make some changes here and there. And once you're done, you're going to submit this. And the beauty of applying for LLC, EIN, and an address for your business is that the ITIN.com will do the heavy lifting for you. Once you simply submit this, the ITIN will actually do the rest, and they'll keep updating you on what's really happening in the background. Then they will apply for you to the IRS, and by the end of the day, you're going to have everything set up for you.